On behalf of the faculty and staff of DeSana Middle School, we would like to welcome all of our guests, veterans and their families to the first annual Veterans Day celebration here at DeSana Middle School. Veterans Day is a national holiday that was declared in 1938. At that time, it was called Armistice Day. In 1954, it was changed to Veterans Day and is observed on the 11th of November each year. Veterans Day seeks to honor veterans from all 5 branches of the United States Armed Forces. According to statistics, there are 18.5 million veterans living in the United States. 9.2 million veterans are over the age of 65. The United States Army is the largest branch of the United States Armed Forces and performs land-based military operations. With 460,000 regular Army, 335 Army National Guard, and 195,000 Army Reservists, the Army has over 990,000 serving today, and the Army also has 4,836 aircraft that it maintains and flies. The Army was created on the 14th of June, 1775 by the Continental Congress as a unified army for the colonies to fight against Great Britain, with George Washington appointed its commander. The slogan of the Army is, "This we'll defend." The United States Navy was founded in 1775 and has 324,460 active duty personnel. The Navy is responsible for all naval warfare conducted at sea. The U.S. Navy is the largest, heaviest, and most capable Navy in the world, with the highest combined battle fleet tonnage of any Navy anywhere. The slogan of the Navy is Semper Fortis, which means ever strong. The United States Air Force is the aerial and space warfare service branch of the United States Armed Forces. Originally, the Air Force was the Army Air Corps and a portion of the Army. But in September 1947, under the National Security Act, it was named a separate branch. The Air Force has 318,000 active duty personnel, 5,500 aircraft, 406 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and 170 satellites. The slogan of the U.S. Air Force is Aim High, Fly, Fight, Win. The United States Marine Corps is a branch of the United States Armed Forces responsible for conducting amphibious operations with the United States Navy. The Marine Corps was founded in 1775, 241 years ago. There are 182,000 active duty personnel in the United States Marine Corps, who also maintain 1,199 aircraft. The slogan of the Marine Corps is Semper Fidelis, or Always Faithful. The 4 previous branches of service all operate under the Department of Defense. The 5th branch is the United States Coast Guard, which is a function of the Department of Homeland Security. The Coast Guard is a maritime, military, multi-mission service unique among the United States military branches for having a maritime law enforcement mission with jurisdiction in both domestic and international waters, and a federal regulatory agency mission as part of its mission set. The Coast Guard was founded in 1790 and has 36,000 active duty personnel. The Coast Guard maintains 283 cutters, 1,523 boats, and 187 aircraft. The slogan of the Coast Guard is Semper Paratus, or Always Ready. The staff of DeSana Middle School thanks all veterans, both living and dead, who have served to protect our country and our freedoms. The staff of DeSana Middle School has 2 veterans that have served honorably. Mr. Jonathan Kent's father was instrumental in his decision to become a Marine. His dad served in Vietnam as a Marine, and when he was only 6 years old, his dad put his dress blue uniform on him, and he believes from that moment that he knew that he would become a Marine himself. At the age of 16, Mr. Kent made the commitment to join and early enlisted through his local recruiting office. He turned 18 in September of 1992, and he was off to boot camp at Parris Island, South Carolina, which he considers to be the 3 best months of his life. The training was intense, just the way he likes it. His job was a computer repair technician, and he went to school at 29 Palms, California. He was based at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and in 1995 deployed to the Mediterranean. At that time, the Bosnia-Herzegovina conflict was ongoing, and Mr. Kent and his unit rescued an Air Force pilot who was shot down behind enemy lines. His unit received the Presidential and Navy Unit Commendation Medal, and a movie was made about the mission. He was deployed again to the Mediterranean and ported in 10 different countries. After his enlistment ended, Mr. Kent decided to pursue an education at North Georgia University. We are proud to have Mr. Kent as part of our faculty who teaches Spanish education here at DeSana, and we thank him for his service. Mr. Nick Crowder, United States Air Force, 1988 to 1992. On April 3, 1988, Airman Crowder entered basic training at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. Upon completion of training, Airman Crowder served at Kadena Air Base in Okinawa, Japan, where he was a tactical aircraft maintenance specialist on the F-4 fighter. Relocated to George Air Force Base in Southern California, Airman Crowder continued working on the F-4 as a crew chief. Airman Crowder was assigned to the 35th Tactical Air Fighter Wing that was responsible for taking out surface-to-air missile batteries in Operation Desert Shield in the 1990s. Mr. Crowder is now the instructional technology specialist here at DeSana Middle School, is married to Jennifer Crowder, and they have 2 sons who are in college. Again, the staff at DeSana Middle School would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to those who have served in all our branches of the United States Armed Forces. We hope you enjoyed this presentation, and we hope you enjoy your stay here at DeSana Middle School. Thank you for coming.